Hi, this is Michelle Vasquez with True Love Relationship Coaching. When you and the one that you love are in conflict, sometimes it's very difficult to remain objective. And it's even more difficult when you don't have a plan. So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas to help you to create a plan so that the next time you feel the tension rising, you can decide to make a different choice as to how you're going to interact. And one of the things I'm going to challenge you to do is to remain curious to avoid becoming furious. How do you do that? First of all, pretend that you do not know what your spouse is going to say next, even if your spouse has said the same thing 1,000 times. And if you're going to do what Stephen Covey says, the seek first to understand and then to be understood, give your spouse the courtesy of listening. And then when your spouse has paused, ask for clarification. And it may be as simple as asking this magic phrase: can you tell me more? Or, is there more? Or, I don't quite understand this part that you told me, which lets them know that you're tracking what they've said. Could you explain this a little bit more for me? Because I want to understand. How is that different from your normal conflicts that you have? It means that you're going to stay in the adult role, and I say adult with a capital A. I'm not talking about you're the adult and your spouse is the child. We all act like children when it comes to conflict, unless we have learned some conflict resolution skills. So the adult with a capital A means that you have chosen to stay grounded as a grown-up, grounded as a mature person who is thoughtful, who is hesitant to say something that would cause damage, and who is willing to stay and listen even if it sounds painful. Because the more that you do this, the more that you're going to model the behavior that you would like your spouse to also do. And even if your spouse doesn't do it, you're staying grounded in the adult with a capital A is going to help you to lessen the conflict, most definitely. So remember those magic words. Can you tell me more? And granted, if you've been doing conflict like two kids in a schoolyard for a long time, you're going to want to give it some help. It's going to take some time. So don't expect miracles the first time you do this. Of course, if you need extra help, I'd love to talk with you about what I do and how I can be helpful to you as a relationship coach. This has been Michelle Vasquez with True Love Relationship Coaching.